Stay tuned till the end because a real life thing happened at the end of my first shoot that I'll share at the end of the video. Last night I was thinking about gratitude and how important it is to me. And I was thinking, man, that's a good video. That's going to build on this I Can't Hear You theme that I'm starting to unravel, that I'm starting to introduce little by little. We're not yet ready to start the series that I talked about. I really do plan on connecting all those together, and I said I'm going to start that on Sunday or Monday. But today I do want to talk about gratitude, and I do want to share how important gratitude is to me in my daily life, and how I've used it throughout my life to accumulate what I would consider wins. We've talked a little bit about wins already and the importance of being willing to lose. And I was connecting that to the I Can't Hear You themes that I'm going to focus on, including goal accomplishments, taking risks, putting yourself out there and going after it. That's really foundational to this channel and what messages I'm going to be sharing with you as often as I can. So where did gratitude come from to me, for me? It really helps me navigate the noise in life, to drown out the negativity. Positivity is a big thing to me, and positive impact is something that may even be on my YouTube channel banner. If not, I'm going to make sure it's there. So positive impact we're going to talk about often, but in order to drown out that negativity, you really want to be thankful as often as possible, and sometimes it's even for the small wins. Last night, I was in the grocery store. I was getting some lunch meat, and I was super thankful that my favorite deli slicer was available. And I thought, oh my gosh, like here we are. Here's one of these moments in life that is a small win. Not many people would think that that's something that I should be super thankful for. But you'd be surprised. A good deli slicer is hard to find. Honestly, like people who know me laugh about the fact that I hunt out proper deli slicers, and I know where to go and where to avoid. Literally, I've left lunch meat in a grocery store after they've sliced it because it was total BS and I wasn't going to pay for that. I mean, lunch meat is not cheap. And if it's not sliced right, it's just a pile of crap to me. So this woman at Giant near my house is the best deli slicer around. And honestly, when she's there, I am very thankful. And honestly, if she's not there, sometimes I just tell my family, like, no, we didn't get it tonight. So she was there, and I was thankful. And I thought, small wins add up. And how do they add up? Like another example, I guess, worth sharing is at a craps table. I shared a lot of craps-related content when I was in Vegas. And small wins can pile up to a big win. So if I'm on a craps roll and it's going fairly well, it's not as if I'm going to stop and just be thankful for every roll. But along the way, as that roll is developing into what could be a significant win, every little moment is positivity. And I'll find myself saying things to myself about how thankful I am. Thankful for getting points, and thankful for obviously gaining success. Not just for me, but for everyone at the table. I'm not audibly doing that too much, but it's in my brain. And I thought I would share it with you. One other way that it's become a theme in our family, something that we've talked about for years, is how important it is. So one year, this is dating back to when the kids were quite little, we actually made our Wi-Fi password, "Thank You God." And we're not a super religious family. I can cover that in a future video. I was raised Catholic. My wife was raised, I believe, Lutheran and Methodist. I think both for a little while, but mainly Lutheran. She's from the Midwest. And I'm from New York, so Catholic was predominant there. We tried to find our way religiously. Unitarian was one place we spent some time. But we are certainly aware of the power of the universe. And when I say God in that regard, it's my God. It's my version of God, so I don't want to get into that. But you could use anything you want. You can thank whatever you want. But the being grateful is something that we wanted to share with the kids. So by saying thank you, God, even though they struggled to explain it when they gave that Wi-Fi password to people, was a way for them to understand the benefits of it, to understand how being thankful for what we have and thankful for the wins that we get is how you can build that positivity, how you can drown out the negativity and focus on those wins. And we then came up with sayings in our family when things positively happen to us. So we would use those when we even found a parking spot at a very crowded amusement park or something like that. We would call it a win. And it became a theme of the family. So it's important for us. I thought I would share it with you. We also have taught the kids, and I practice this in life, to be asking for more. And this is kind of a classic manifestation kind of technique, but we're thankful for what we just accomplished, thankful for what we just were able to gain. We're thankful for something positive that happened, and then we are asking for more. Yesterday when I talked about this moment, this pivot, this greater purpose that I'm about to take on, I talked about it being a gift. I am very thankful for this moment. I am very thankful that I am available to do this. I'm thankful that I have been able to get this space set up appropriately to do this, and I'm grateful for what's to come. So thankful for what I now have, thankful for what I'm doing, but also most importantly, I'm ready for what's to come. I'm grateful and ready for more. And so you can manifest, for a lack of a better word, new wins for you, in my opinion, by keeping that positive energy. So we're going to talk a lot about positive impact. We're going to talk about being grateful. Those small wins do pile up. What's interesting about wearing this shirt on a casual day like I am today is that I tend to get crap on it, and I hope it's not showing up on the camera. You'll see me do this probably, and it's me literally being conscious of the fact that I just wear black, and I sometimes have these white dots that are showing up on video. And there is a video, I believe it's like day 3, where there's this one white dot and no one cares but me, but it's a thing. So when making this video about gratitude, I was thinking about some actions that I can start taking to challenge myself to practice this even more. One way that I've heard people recommend is to be thankful at night for 3 things during the day that you can remember. So that increases that positivity, helps you go to sleep with that energy around what you can be thankful for, those wins that you had, or just great conversations with your loved ones, or something that someone was able to do for you. I received a note from a woman that works for me just a couple days ago. I could probably read that note every day and just remind me how wonderful life is and how thankful I am for her and just that thing that she shared. It was just amazingly thoughtful, and it really made my whole year. It was kind of her way of summarizing, what I meant to her this year, and I just can't be more thankful for her. So that's just, that's honestly a big thing, but if I went to bed and remembered those things that happened to me that day, I would be ending the day on such a positive note. Or you could do it in the morning. Maybe this is a challenge that I'm going to take on, where I wake up and think about what I'm thankful for, what we have as a family, and how we can be prepared for more. So those are challenges that I'm going to take on. In closing, I am just so thankful for day 20 of this 99-day YouTube challenge. When I started this, I had really no idea what I was doing. I have improved, but not a lot. You're going to see progress this week. I am focused on what I'm calling this 9-day sprint. I'm not going to get into that too much because that's a future video. I think that'll be relatively useful about how I break things into chunks, into sprints. It's not my own concept, but how I do it may be a little different than others. So I'm right now starting this 9-day focus on really improving a few things: the title, the thumbnail, the description and my plan for these videos. Now I know that's a lot, but in 9 days I could really make improvements in those 4 areas, and I'm making that commitment. At the end of this 9-day focus area, it'll be 29 days. If I make those improvements like I intend, I will be really set up for some dramatic progress over this last 70 days of this marathon challenge that I took on. So I can't be more thankful for day 20, the improvements that I'm making every day, the improvement that I made today. The quality of this video feels better than my past videos. I'm getting comfortable with some of this. I started out super nervous before the camera went on, which is worth noting. Lately, maybe I've been a little bit casual about it. I've been doing the live videos and I've been just chilling a little bit. I really wanted to make this one a little better, so I had a bit of nerves to start out with it. I think that's super healthy, but I can't be more thankful for this, and I can't be more thankful for anyone that's already watching this, but of course my future viewers as well. Checking out. All right, I actually had to come back to my office, set this whole thing back up again, and add to this video because after I wrapped up, it's Friday. It's important to note that it's Friday evening at this point. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I think it's coming in a little hot, but anyway, it's Friday evening, 5:30 p.m. I rent an office. I've covered that in the past, I think, in a space, call it a WeWork style place. Some of you might know what a WeWork is. It's not WeWork, but it's kind of like that kind of thing. So I rent an office. It's my own little private space. I obviously know the staff that supports this place. And at this hour, and honestly, like, you'd be surprised how on a lot of days, most of the people that rent these spaces aren't even here. I'm here every day, but they're not here. But like, this guy is trying to shut down for the day, the young guy that runs it, and he must have been like cleaning up and knocked a potted plant down. And I kind of heard it. I was heading upstairs to bring my coffee mug and close out for the week. And I heard something. I didn't know what it was. And then I was heading out, was going to say goodbye to him. And I noticed like all this dirt, like in effect, like he knocked down this potted plant and made a huge mess. And so now he was going to have to figure that out, clean it up. And my comment to him was, oh man, like nothing like a Friday evening screw up, you know, that he would have to like clean up. You know, just joking around with him a little bit. And he was laughing and making, he couldn't believe he had done it either. But then he said this, if that's the only problem that I have, things are going pretty good. And I can't believe how awesome that was. How positive that energy was from him. Wow. Of course, it's a little different than what we were talking about being grateful for small wins, but I'm grateful for hearing that. That positive energy is what I am searching for, and he has it, and what a great attitude. Like, some people would have definitely been pissed off. Some people would have been, like, struggling to figure out how to even clean it up. It's not like we have, like, but he just didn't care. It just happened. Go with the flow. Move on. What a perfect reaction. So I wanted to share that. Love it. It is Friday evening. I'm now going to sign off, and I'm going to scoot on out of here, get this edited, post it, and start the weekend. But then again, it's 99 days, so I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.